Hey everyone, since this is a brag reel anyways, I'm going to start with my Kawaii CP1 here in my living room. And then we're going to look at the view out my back window. Pretty nice with that canyon back there. Okay, go down to the basement where the arcade is. Nice little cheesy game room sign. What a lot of people would consider cheesy, these arcade one-ups. This one is Mortal Kombat, of course. And 12-in-1 as well, gumball machine. My kids have chewed all the gum out of, so we need to get some more gumballs. This is what I call a Supercade. It's a custom system that I got from Arcades Are Fun out of New Jersey. It's awesome. It has basically every game from Pong through PlayStation 2 on it. A bunch of sweet controllers too. And, let's see the Afterburner joystick or Tron joystick. A couple spinners. The red one on the upper part there, that is turned, so it works for Qbert. But yeah, great system. My first system I actually had right there. Then there is the In the Groove 2. That's a Dance Dance Revolution system. You're going to be hearing that probably for the rest of the video. A lot of fun. I would like to upgrade that with a PC to put a lot more songs on it someday. Another arcade one-up system. This Street Fighter tabletop. That's pretty cool. Gets a lot of play. A lot of fun. And then the Vertigo from VP Cabs. This has a ton of digital pinball machines, a bunch of vertical games on it. The best thing about this are the pinball effects pinball machines, and those are a lot of fun and really great pinball machines. Highly recommend that system. If you don't have a lot of room but you're a pinball fan, you can the emulation of real pinball machines is okay, but the pinball effects games are really great on that. I have a Neo Geo 2 slot here, and my slots I have a Windjammers and then a 161-in-1 board. It's currently playing Baseball Stars 2, pretty popular game around here. I'm a huge Superman fan, so I've got the Superman arcade game. Not a great game, but again, I'm a huge Superman fan. I have this Ultracade. It's kind of a smaller Ultracade. This has basically all the packs. Back in the day, this would have cost $10,000 to get all these packs, but they're all on here. So it's 100 and some games, a bunch of great games. All the classics from the early 90s basically are on this. I got my little Pac-Man chairs surrounding my completely original Pac-Man cocktail. Probably my favorite piece of my arcade. It's from 1980, the same year I was born. It's the kind of faster playing Pac-Man, which I like. Great game. Then a Tetris. Really good condition. One of my favorite games. Love playing Tetris. Simple, fun game. It's very challenging. Golden Tee Unplugged 2008. I got this because it was pretty cheap, honestly, and I have plans to eventually upgrade it with a new PC, of course, and to make it one of the newer Golden Tee games. I just haven't done it yet, but it plays fine as it is. Then I have a golf game I like even more, PGA Tour Golf. This one, if you've ever played like Tiger Woods 2004, 2005, it's very similar to that. Well, it doesn't have Tiger Woods on it, but the gameplay is very similar to that, the courses and everything. I have a Steel Gunner 2. It's in a Steel Gunner 1 cabinet. I'm probably going to sell that, although this stupid thing weighs like 500 pounds, so I got to get up out of my stairs, out of my basement, I mean, through the stairs. I've got a Terminator 2 Judgment Day, really fun shooter. Of course, got to have some variety with the shooters. Then I have my sit-down games, including 2 Hydro Thunder. Kids play these a lot. They're, of course, linked. And then also some linked Cruisin' Exoticas here. And then a Lucky and Wild, one of my favorite arcade games. A lot of fun to sit down with a buddy and just beat that, especially when you don't have to spend all your quarters on it when it's on free play. Then I've got this, what I call my Frankenstein cab. It's got Marvel's Capcom on the marquee, but it actually has just a Pandora's Box 4 in it. It was originally a Street Fighter 3. Even has the move list for Street Fighter 3 there. And I put these computer speakers on it. Makes it pretty easy to adjust the volume, but it's just in kind of a generic Dynamo cab there. Then I have a Konami 4-player. It's got Sunriders on the marquee, which is not lit up. I have an RPcade in this, which is a special. I do have the Sunriders board and the Simpsons board, but this RPcade has those plus several Ninja Turtles games, and so it boots up right to Ninja Turtles, and actually could even be used with the coin slots and everything, unless somebody knew how to get out of that, and then they get to the menu and pick a different game. But yeah, Ninja Turtles is my favorite arcade game of all time, and so that's why I have this. I'd like to eventually upgrade it to be all Ninja Turtles and the sides and everything else, but another one of my goals that, who knows when I'll get around to it. Our pool out here, it's a pretty big pool. A lot of fun to sit out there every summer. It's just early May right now, and in South Dakota it's not quite pool time of year. In a couple weeks it will be, though, so we'll get that going. Got my bar over here. This is a touch screen game, kind of like a Mega Touch type of thing, although this is not specifically a Mega Touch. Several dozen games on it. Keeps all the high scores. My kids have competed a lot of that. It's a lot of fun. Great game. Then my bar, we'll look at that a little bit more in a bit. We've got this NBA Jam. Again, it's an arcade 1-up cabinet. This one is even a little better quality than some of the other ones, and a lot of fun. And then my Legends Ultimate. This is the cabinet that I would personally recommend people start their collection with. I mean, if you're just looking to get into buying arcade games, the actual games that come with this are just okay, mediocre, but it's got a great system where you can just go online and buy USB drives that you can plug into this, and it'll play a ton more games. It's a nice size, it's good quality, the controls are good quality. Yeah, I really like that system. It's a good one. It's one I recommend to anybody who is asking me what they should do to get into collecting arcade games. It's my bar, pretty big bar, holds about 11-12 people. My Superman tap there, my Superman in the stained glass windows there. Foosball is my favorite bar game, so I've got this Tornado table. I've got the 9-foot shuffleboard. It's a 10-seat theater. I've got just that cheap $300 Sam's Club shuffleboard. Works all right. Claw machine that we haven't put anything in yet. But a 10-foot screen on that theater. That's a Run and Gun 2, a great 4-player basketball game. There. All right. This is a cabinet. It's a 4-player cabinet. It's a great deal. I bought this from the arcade guys on Etsy. Ruben is the name of the guy who owns that. I would highly recommend them. Unfortunately, it's not working right now. It was probably the most played arcade game down here when it was working. I just need to contact Ruben and get it working again. This is my Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons playing table there. Now we're going to look at kind of a wide angle view of the main part of the arcade here. It's my 9-foot professional pool table. And then I've got the pinball machines. So first one is Pirates of the Caribbean LE. It's a Jersey Jack Pirates of the Caribbean. There was a Stern one, but this is the newer one. Great game. Probably a top 3 game for me personally. Then what I would consider to be, what most people would consider to be the best pinball machine ever made, and this is the best version of that. This is the Royal Edition of Medieval Madness. It has the topper, it's got the larger DMD, it's got special color schemes on the speakers and the playfield. It's a great game and a great version of that great game. And then Wizard of Oz Ruby Red Edition. This is my favorite pinball machine. Fantastic game. I like wide bodies with a bunch of crap on them. That's why I like Wizard of Oz and Pirates of the Caribbean and Twilight Zone. And then I've got Lord of the Rings Limited Edition. This has the color DMD and all LED lights. Top 5 game for me. Ninja Turtles. This is the newer Stern Ninja Turtles. It's the premium edition of that game. It's pretty challenging, but I love the theme. I mean, one of my favorite themes of all time. Ghostbusters is my first pinball machine. I've not put a color DMD on it. This is just a pro edition. It's the only pinball machine that I don't kind of have a more premium version of. I did put the add-on that jumps over the out lanes and puts a post in the center of the flippers that has a really wide flipper gap. So that makes it quite a bit easier. I'm not that great of a pinball player and got kids and other people working on it or playing these games, and so I just try to make them fairly easy. I have a Star Wars Premium. There's been 4 or 5 Star Wars pinball machines. This is the most recent one. It's a Stern game. It's pretty fast, pretty brutal, but it's Star Wars, and I love Star Wars. So then I have this Batman 66. I'm a much bigger fan of Superman than Batman, but there are no newer Superman pinball machines. And this game is a lot of fun and actually really hilarious. I laugh quite a bit when I play this game. It's got a bunch of funny call-outs, and it's a great game. It kind of sucked until they've updated the code, but now it's a really solid game. Twilight Zone. This has color DMD. It's got kind of special LED lights in the back glass there, and LED lights, and a few other additions with the car and the rocket and Rob the Robot in the back there. Then Tales of the Arabian Nights, again color DMD and LED lights. Probably plan to powder coat the metal on this at some point. I'd like to do it in gold, just seems like it kind of fits the theme of the Arabian Nights, and I'll probably powder coat this Twilight Zone in black, because I've seen some of those and they look really sweet like that. And then last but not least is probably my most rare pinball machine, the Big Lebowski. I believe there's less than 300 of these in the world. This is out of the Netherlands, made by Dutch Pinball. Fantastic game. They really did an amazing job on the theming and everything in this game. Really well built. A lot of fun. Can't say enough about it. They had some struggles with this, but now they're making more and more and getting them out there, and I think this will go down as a classic. It came with a rug that I kept packaged up, but I do have this kind of replacement Big Lebowski rug that I got on Amazon. So anyways, that's my arcade tour. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.